Boom! And just like that, we are live. This your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And of course, as always, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with me is none other than my dude, the man, the Coach Lee, with the plan.
Salute.
And
What's up? Happy Monday, this bad boy.
Man, it's Monday, Tuesday. Man, it's just one of these days, man. It's just been going all the way straight through. But happy Monday. You know, welcome to the O.T.S.B.S show. Remixed. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky the Remix.
I'm telling you, I had to change my band, like, you know, put a band on right before the show, man. I'm like, man, this blue is really like clashing. But you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
It looks futuristic, man.
Man, talking about futuristic, man. We got had a lot of good things happen over this weekend. Shout out to everyone that joined, that participated. We had a Madden tournament. Man, it was crazy. Oh, yeah, definitely shout out to William Hill and the Waco Tear. Man, good game. Man, I was actually able to, you know, hang out with them and catch one of the games out there at the Richland Hills. Man, them dudes show some heart. And they actually got a little gangsta up in there, man. I'm like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Dallas was ready to fight, they didn't take that L quite, you know. They didn't like taking that L.
They got to take it with pride, though. They work for it.
That is true because like the whole gym was still winning, you know. So the whole gym was like real, you know. It was Dallas fans, you know. So yeah, they were like, "Oh, do," and I was like, "Man." They made some adjustments and they took the win. So shout out to the Waco Terror, you know what I'm saying. As always, appreciate you, double salute. You know what I'm saying. So that was one thing that we had going on this weekend. But we also had a Madden tournament. Shout out to everyone that joined the Madden tournament. You know, but there can only be one winner, and this
only one.
Man, and did he win? This guy, he took home. Well, of course, he didn't take home the Madden 21 video game, but he took home $60. Shout out from Sports Talk and Friends. So he was able to actually go and get, pre-order the game. So we sent them
that's what's up.
$60 GameStop gift card. So, you know, that's how we do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Big things popping.
Invest in your craft.
So, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to Maurice and let's see. Hopefully I can get this right. There it is. You know, he has the wrong team on. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, you know, he's a Steelers fan, Maurice.
Steel Curtain.
Huh?
Steel Curtain.
Yeah. You know, he's representing that very well, too. That's who he played with. So it was real good competition, you know, really good game, really good tournament. Shout out to Maurice. And I think that Stifling D God. I was like, what that reads to you? His gamer tag.
Stifling something D.
XD, yeah. So I was like, I don't know, but hey, man.
Extra D. He said defense was his specialty.
Exactly. That's what he said. So defense wins champions, and he won. You know, so shout out to him. You know, shout out to Jay. You know, Jonathan. He's doing a great job running that gaming team, running the gaming page, and he had a successful tournament. So shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Glad you're part of the team. So man. Now it's time to get down to some bullshit. Like, it was a lot of bullshit going on, though. I'm sorry. Bull sniggity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, first thing, like, man, what happened what's going on? What's some one of the new topics? The trending topics? Man,
the one, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of it, but I do peek my head into it from time to time, and that's the UFC, man. I saw it was a big heavyweight fight this weekend. Well, somebody, it didn't go as planned. He had to make career decisions.
Should I be a potter? Should I be a florist? Should I be a chef? Those are all the things he was thinking about his career changing. So
right.
So what happened over this weekend? What,
man, he took that. We talking there. That's a good segue. He took that L. And I don't know if it was already premeditated, but it seemed like he was prepared for the speech. But he, right after that match, man, he called it. He said, "I'm done." Let's see if we can roll into that, man. Because I saw it and I was like, man.
Foot.
I said, I can't believe he went out like that. You got to be a little bit more with it, man.
For sure.
It's Daniel Cormier, I believe is how you say his name.
He looked like, they say he got that Forrest Whitaker eye.
Fighting for anything but titles.
That's from that fight.
I don't imagine anything but title in the future, so that'll be it for me. You know, I've had a long
Can you
run.
hear the audio? I think you can.
It's been great. I mean, I just fought my last fight for a heavyweight championship, and it was a pretty good fight. So
it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You've been a great champion, and you will without a doubt go down as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time.
Joe, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a great night.
We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
He wanted out of there, man.
He was like, I'm tired of this. I can't take this no more.
He said, I am out of there. Yeah, get this, take this off me.
Nah.
And you're right. He was ready to hang it up. Let me see. So Daniel Cormier, as you saw, he announced his retirement. He took the beat down, and I don't know if that little extra thing that happened directly after the fight contributed to him saying, "This ain't for me no more." Let's see. So we had a little video to show everybody, as far as the post-fight celebration. But had a little technical difficulty, but we're gonna roll with it anyhow. So right after the fight, my man, I think it's Stipe Miocic. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I could be wrong. But he took the beat down.
I'm back, man.
Back?
Back. Hey, man, I'm telling you, my grandma used to tell me when you do dirt, you get dirt. And see, you know what I'm saying? I was being dirty. You knew I was doing it, man. I was doing it. I'm telling you. But
so we were talking about that. Part of the contributing factor might have been that post-fight celebration that he had to endure.
All right, let's see if we can get some of this footage back. I'm gonna be nice this time. Fingers crossed. So, let's see this. Now, mind you, this was from his second fight. Now watch this. No, bruh.
You cannot get beat down and be subjected to the river dance.
All right, so hold on, we gotta roll that footage back. Hey. That, my friend, is some bullshit. If we're gonna rewind. Let's go.
Hey,
my friend, it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I think that actually played. Oh, look at like where am I?
Nah, he hot. He hot. Get the smelling sauce on my face.
Yeah. So definitely that is what this show is all about. That is, my friend, is some bullshit. So I think that actually had that played a big role in him retiring.
I will have to admit, if I was in that man's shoes, I would probably feel some type of way about that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like, yeah, that was very disrespectful. And
very.
I can't even be serious after that. But going into this fight, he was saying he wanted to go out like Brett Favre with a championship. So he was telling everyone he was gonna win this fight and then retire.
He went like Brett Favre in the Bounty Bowl.
But hey, look, in Sports Talk with Friends, we always have the footage. So we got some highlights. Boom! Let's go. Okay.
If you wanna say I won't go back. If you wanna hit the road, let's go, man. Let's just go and hit the road and just show, man.
He's running. You can't take it on this. Skip off.
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh. You got hit. Oh.
Turn up that left eye, man.
So, what do you think about that? Like, I think that fight, he should have wrestled him more. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to some of our past MMA fighters, that mentioned like, hey, they was like, you know what, if they getting beat up here, they putting you on the floor, they're putting you on the ground.
I see two things in that last video clip. I could be wrong, but either he out of shape extremely, or he didn't want to be in there. I saw no heart and ambition in there. Obviously, I'm not saying I can get in there and do it, but that's supposed to be your craft. This must be your craft, man. You gotta come prepared, man. I can't show up to a business meeting and like, I don't feel like being here today.
Right. Like, yeah, exactly. So he did look a little sluggish, look a little overweight. And like I said, I think he was intimidated because old dude pounded his face.
The first time. Yeah.
So
normally after you get beat up like that, it's kind of hard to kind of have that because that's always going to be in your mind.
Right.
I done got whooped once before. I don't want to get embarrassed again. And he probably was thinking that he was competing not to lose.
Right. That's what I think. So, like I said, but it was time. He's one of the greatest fights, one of the greatest fighters to ever do it, at that weight class. And it was funny because some guys in our group said that neither one of them could fight. I was like, bro, that's two goats up there, man. That's foolish talk. But he was like, they were just throwing out. He said that they were throwing punches and they lost their form. It just became like small or something. So
it was. It is like an underdeveloped, unplanned WWE match.
Bro, okay. Hey, talk about WWE. We all got shows all week long, every day.
Yes, sir.
This is O.T.S.B.S, O.T.S.B something S remix. I'm gonna get that right now. But definitely want check out Sports Talk with Friends. We always have something going on. So we're just gonna talk about our calendar of events coming up.
Action packed
all the time. Definitely got to give a good plug for the first things first. Got to give a plug to the first virtual online draft party, September 6th. That's what we're gonna be doing.
Ooh, like Boy Scott said, can't wait.
Man, I'm telling you, that's when our group gets retarded. Like that's our thing, fantasy football. So we got one more league we're filling. It's Cash Me Out League. It's $40. So definitely got a chance to get involved. But coming up tomorrow, as you can see at 7:00, the Sports Chatter Show. Always a good hit with that show. We talk about things and topics, big trending things that was in the group and anything sports talk with friends. So definitely want to watch that show. Next one here on Wednesday, we have the basketball podcast.
Playoff started today.
Man, I was about to tell you. Very good games. Like right before the show, I got an alert about a close game, a very close game. So Wednesday, that's a basketball podcast. Thursday, always a hit, fan favorite, is the Speaking Show with Shuley. Well, Speaking with Shuley. Immediately after that, 8:00, we got Indie Wrestling Show. And on Friday, that's always our interview day. We're always going to do some great interviews of not only athletes, but people that's in the sporting industry. And you never know who we're going to have on our show. And on Saturday, you got to get that culture report. So definitely want to check out everything Sports Talk with Friends. We always have a lot of good stuff going on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dark Sage, Dark Saga.
Yeah. And concerns
that fits the narrative of this show.
Exactly.
So Dark Sage 9117. Elaborate a little bit more on that. Now, if I think of what I think it may be, it's because the NCAA and the college programs got exposed. They run around on borrowed money. They talking about they can't operate without these budgets. So where's the money going? Where's the money? But you know, I'm a little biased towards this subject because you know a lot of people say I'm gonna get them a soapbox here for a minute. So a lot of people try to say that student athletes should just be glad that they get a free education. I don't think a lot of people know how that works. Those young men compete for that scholarship every year. There's no such thing as a 4-year ride anymore. If you have a bad season and a bad off season, guess what? Somebody else gonna get your scholarship. So ain't no free rides.
Well, universities are actually private owned.
Supposed to be.
Most of them are. There are a lot of private universities. But so yeah, I'm one of those people that feel like, you know, hey, they shouldn't get paid. Because at the end of the day, you're on a scholarship. And
you know, I'm probably showing my age a little bit, but you probably, you know what I'm saying? Around about this time, something that always stuck out to my head was when the Fab Five was at Michigan. And Chris Webber said he didn't even have enough money to buy a hamburger. But he's at the restaurant and he sees somebody wearing his jersey number and on their back. Let that sink in for you. They're making millions of dollars off of those kids' backs, man. And when they done with you, I've saw it so many times. When they done with you, they just toss you to the side, man.
That's life. So that's what I'm saying. Why do you want to be carried? And that's my problem. That's my point. Like, why do you expect more when everyone gets less?
I don't expect more, but I don't like the narrative that people try to paint that they should be glad that they're getting a free education. No, those kids need to get some type of money other than that, even if they put it in some type of grant or something. Because a lot of times, let's be real, if you're a good football player, you really going to class.
But that's what I'm about to say. So they're not getting they're not even getting educated. So they're getting a free ride because big schools, they have a stipend for that. You know what I'm saying? And you can check one of those shows. I mean, you probably say, you know, they have funding for athletes. So it's not like they're not getting money. They're not getting compensated. They're getting a stipend. Now, do I think that they want it to be something, you know, do I think they want enough money to go out and buy big cars? Because when I was at Grambling, there was this guy, he got drafted to the Detroit Lions. He had a Cadillac DTS.
I know you're going with this. Yeah, they get paid. They get paid.
That's what I'm saying. What? When people put the lights on them, they want to play we could get. But I mean, let's talk.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm definitely biased, like I said, but I'm taking another level as far as my bias. I just want NCAA football back.
Yeah. Agree. That's it, man. Because leave all that stuff over there. Let's just play some football. You know,
right.
You know, that's all too. You know, let the agents be the agents and the athletes be the athletes and go to class. And so since we're talking about that was one thing we were talking about in the group, which, you know, a lot of people didn't like that I posted. I was like, okay, so now that we have COVID and NCAA is postponed, what these kids gonna do? What these athletes gonna do who major in basic studies? What they gonna do? Get a job? These scholarships are being taken.
Yeah, that's true. So what would you classify as basic studies? Like the undecided people?
No, it's basic studies. I never knew it's basic studies is a major. They major in basic studies.
That was created just for football players, huh?
Yes. And it was bad men who had to get out there and work every day. Yeah. So yes, like you say, you know, I have another perspective on that because, you know, it's like. Hey.
So you said something about the private schools.
Mm-hmm.
You had said something about the private schools.
Mm-hmm.
So Dark Sage says many of the universities stand to lose millions of dollars in revenue from the cancellation of sports like football, but yet the Ivy League canceled their season. They still stand to make millions because of grants and scholarships the NCAA gives them. But doesn't everybody get that? Like you said?
Mm-hmm. And they also
or
get
is it just the private universities?
They get all of them get that, and they get funding. They get, you know what I'm saying, they have these sponsorship meetings. So I mean, you cannot knock someone for how they create their own money stream. So yes, you know, everyone's granted budget. You know, everyone gets these money, just like, you know, with HBCUs, we got our money. You know, so that's why we're able to actually attract some of these, you know, some of these top blue chip athletes that would never think about going to an HBCU. So I think, you know, they all get that.
Is that not an issue the NCAA should address, or at least thought about beforehand? I think they did get caught with their pants down, like a lot of people did. This whole COVID thing caught a lot of people off guard. Different protocols in place, different way of assessing things. Nobody had a contingency plan as far as what happens if this happens. So this exposed a lot of stuff. So hopefully going forward, you know, I don't expect for us to have pandemics every year, but going forward, we have a contingency plan.
You know what a sneeze guard is? You know what a sneeze guard is?
Tom?
You heard of a sneeze guard? You heard of that, right? You seen it? Have you seen it before?
Yes, I have seen it. Yep.
Have you seen it before the pandemic? You know where I'm going at with this? You see what I'm driving?
I can't say that I have. It's a new industry.
How is it new?
New revenue stream.
So to your point, how is it that they got caught their pants down or they didn't plan for it when there's sneeze guards in place? Never seen that before until now. Been a product. Just like when I was out there in Vegas, you know, they were gambling at these tables. There had clear partitions between people at the blackjack table. So I'm sitting here. There's a clear partition between myself and the next person on side of me and the dealer. So, like I say, I'm a big systems person. So just because it's new to you doesn't mean it's new to me. So this is stuff that's been going on. They've had pandemics before. That's in history. This is nothing new. You know, so, you know, what I do believe, this is pushing the narrative of something else, because what I feel that all of this is doing, because right now you work in the telecommunications industry. What's the new technology? I'm just leave it at that. So you had to make a way
5G gonna kill everybody.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I feel like this here was definitely, you know, this here is used to open up other areas, not to expose anything, because, you know, if you control the narratives, you control the narrative. You control the media, you control the media. How can you ever get caught or exposed?
Well, what I mean by that is you got your Power 5 conferences. And the Pac-12 and the Big Ten are doing their own thing. SEC, ACC, and the Big 12 are still playing. So did they not communicate with one another? It's going to be asterisk by a national championship if and when I forgot. Ain't going to be no national championship because they cancel all fall. Did they do it for D1 yet? I know they did for D2 and D3.
I just got an alert. I got an alert and a schedule from HBCU, so I know Grambling and the whole SWAC. I don't know about, you know, anything after that, but I know they have a schedule. Grambling plays Southern April 17th, which is crazy. That is supposed to be November. So I'm already lost as a fan. Like, I'm not even going to support it because
it's April 17th.
April 17th, 2021.
If they got any kid that has a chance or aspirations of going to the league, they're not going to play. That's around when the draft. I mean,
exactly.
That's around when the draft happens.
Yes, we spoke about that, right? The bottleneck and how, you know, when they have that, they probably do that.
Right.
Exactly. You know, now we've seen it. And that's what I'm laughing at. We shall
see, man.
People always complain, and when it's here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what shit sounds like or what it smells like. If you don't, you will find out because that's some bullshit. Man, I gotta get that together. I'm telling you, I gotta get that. But yeah. We gotta expose the bull sniggity on here. But man, anything for get
bull sniggity.
Yeah.
No, man, I appreciate those that joined in this evening. Thank y'all for the support, the continued support. Without y'all, it wouldn't be us. Stay in with us, give us feedback. We appreciate it because it's powerful. It's by the fans, power for the fans.
That's true, man. I got nothing. See, I was playing the radio. I'm the side seat driver today, So this dude, Uncle Leroy, don't say the Leroy and Uncle Junior. I'm just hanging out. Can I go now?
Well, it's your boy Coach Lee. I appreciate you hanging out today. Thank y'all very much. I thought you was gone. Y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for joining in. We see y'all next week. Tune in tomorrow. Another show, more material. Let's do this.